Did you know that according to Google, Europe has more than 3,900 ski areas with around 38,000 kilometers of slopes and almost 70,000 ski lifts? One of the main questions constantly asked by skiing lovers is what ski resort is the best in Europe. I did a huge amount of research and will try to answer this question. If you type in search bar how many resorts there are in the Alps, the answer remains still huge. And what about Carpathians, Pyrenees, Balkans, Caucasus Mountains and others? Even Greece has around 20 ski resorts. Yes, the biggest ski resort in Greece has just 23 kilometers of slopes, but the daily ticket is only 37 euros. A cheap and sunny weekend on snow. Why not? Even South Spain has a resort with 112 kilometers of slopes. How the hell can you find the best? I thought I need a much shorter list to work with. So I have collected 10 top 10s from different sources on the internet. And I can say that at first glance they look very different. I can't understand how they formed these top 10 lists. Some websites even don't bother and just copy-paste resort descriptions. Regardless, it's time to gather some data and finally find out which ski resort is the best. What we can say for sure is that the Alps outrun other mountains. So if you are looking for the best ski area in Europe, you should shortlist your choices to Italy, France, Austria and Switzerland. At this moment, I remembered that maybe AI can help me. Determining the best blah 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 blah, personal preferences, Verbier, Chamonix, Saint-Anton, Zermatt, Courchevel from Three Valleys, Kitzbühel and Saalbach, and blah 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 blah. To be honest, the answer turned out to be quite logical. Okay, back to my analysis. I thought all these top 10s that I have compiled should have something in common. So I counted the resorts that repeat the most in these lists. For example, Val d'Isère and Saint-Anton both 5 times in top 3. Zermatt, Saint-Anton and Chamonix accordingly 9, 7 and 6 times in top 10. Some villages are just a part of a bigger ski area, so if you group them, then the results change.
And it looks like that the winner is...
Mon amour.
It's a great resort with the biggest ski area fully connected by lifts. Maybe best or maybe not. What I like about Three Valleys, its slope network is built really well, nothing can compete with that. Skiing is just a part of the fun. You really can plan various routes and get exceptional travel-like experience between alpine valleys. The variety of accommodation options, especially apartments and chalets for bigger companies, is hard to beat too. And that's all. Everything else can be compared and found in the other resorts.
Second place goes to...
Zermatt, together with Cervinia, as we see, is considered to be one of the best resorts in Europe, if not the world. The resort sits at the foot of the iconic Matterhorn and on the flanks of the heavily glazed Monte Rosa. Zermatt, one of only 2 ski resorts in the world with skiing every day. Ironically, lift tickets for the limited terrain cost more than in winter. By the way, Zermatt can only be reached by train or helicopter. From Ski Resort Info I took some criteria by which they make various resort ratings. One of the main ones is ski resort size. For example, the biggest ski resort in Europe is Dolomites Superski. But while it is twice as big as Les Trois Vallées on paper, In reality, you need a car, bus or whatever to reach areas which are not connected by lifts. For some, this is okay. For some, it sucks. Slope lengths are also calculated differently, and it makes quite a difference in numbers. Your 10-kilometer track can become just 8 on your phone because resorts tend to use methods that make the length bigger. Talking about the food, I didn't find any major differences between various countries and resorts. Maybe, but just maybe, if you compare all varieties, it looks like food in Austria is a little bit more basic, and Italy has some more restaurants with greater ratings. But that distinction is so minor that checking other resorts and restaurants, it's possible to come out with different results. I just should mention that Tyrol Kitchen covers not just Austria, but some well-known Italian ski resorts also, so don't be surprised to get strudel and those fluffy shredded pancakes in Italy too. But overall, as you can see from pictures, you just need to find a good restaurant and your plate will make you smile. Basically everywhere you will find burger, French fries, pizza, some sausage, sandwich, snacks, dessert, maybe soup or goulash, and yes,
Drinks.
what about sun and snow conditions? In Switzerland's resort Nedas, visitors can benefit from over 300 days of sunshine each year. But sunshine beating down on south-facing grounds can often cause the snow to melt and freeze overnight, making it icy for your early morning ski. Or worse, leaving no snow at all. Especially in spring. And I'm not talking about low altitudes. Nowadays, resorts that are located below 2 kilometers above sea level become very risky destinations even in winter. So while the sun can ruin the slope, it brings so much joy. During winter months, portions of north-facing slopes may remain shaded all day long due to the low angle of the sun. That's one of the reasons why some runs are loved much more than the others. While you can analyze ski runs and find one that satisfies your needs, you can't be sure about the weather. Weather conditions have a huge impact on your skiing experience. If you spend a week in a stormy, windy and cold resort, it has no chance to become your favorite one.
I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get
The deeper I dug into the criteria, the more I understood that, fuck, it's too complicated to pull out one resort from all this mess. So, I just took the best resorts from these top 10 lists and averaged out some parameters. The best ski resort should provide around 285 kilometers of slopes, 41% red and 45% blue ones. There should be one ski lift per 2 runs also. Elevation difference should reach nearly 2 kilometers and the top peak should reach 3. A 1-day ski pass could cost you around 75 euros, while 6-day ski pass around 385. I proudly can announce that there is no such thing as the best ski resort. There are some great ones you can choose from, but it really depends on your personal preferences by which you will decide what resort is your favorite and best. The AI was absolutely right, so why not let it visualize the best resort? It looks quite juicy for me.